Hi, my name is Vansh Luthra and I started my first business when I was 17 and we called it Mango Finds, and I started it with a friend of mine, and we basically started it as a way to just earn money, and it's been 2 years since then and we are earning pretty good money for our age. So what the company started as was a real estate marketing agency. So we helped local realtors in marketing and going online and having a better presence online through SEO, through no code websites, through social media content, through a lot of other stuff. And then there came a turn when we tried podcasting and it worked really well for us. So we thought, why not do it for others? So we totally switched the model. We were in the real estate space for about 1 year. We totally turned 180 and went all in into podcast post production business, where we basically help podcasts from US, from UK, from Dubai in basically getting more views and organic reach by repackaging their content in the post production side of the podcast. So what we basically do is we repackage their whole podcast, distribute it a lot more, and repackaging basically includes newly branded trailers for their podcast, a lot more short form content, a lot for long form clips, a lot more distribution of content across social media by different channels and mediums, and all that results in is increased organic reach. And in simple terms, they have more views, more subscribers, more ad revenue, more sponsorship deals, etc, etc. So we basically help them grow organically, no paid marketing involved, under a specific amount of time. And basically the gist of all of this is that I have been in business for about 2 years, and I have been in offline business and online business, and I have served both local clients and international clients. And here is some brutally honest business advice from my 2 years of experience in business, and after going through a lot of failures and wins. So number one, do not start an offline business if you live in tier 2 or tier 3, because you definitely would not get paid enough as a beginner in your own country. And that's why I recommend you do not start an offline business. Straight up go into an online business. It's worth a lot more. You can charge higher for the same thing. You can make a lot more money. You basically have location freedom and you're earning a lot more money. So basically, like, why not? Number two, start a service-based business and not a product-based business if you are a beginner and if you don't know much about business. And the most important is if you don't have a lot of investment, because service businesses can be started with as little as zero to a very little investment, but product businesses usually require a lot more investment and a lot more of your money. So that's really not worth it, because you actually lose a lot of money before even earning your first dollar. So it's basically not worth it. Number three, do not start your business without a business strategy or a business plan. And even if you can't make one, it could be extremely basic, but there needs to be a business plan or a business strategy. For example, a very simple business model in today's time could be you target online influencers who have 1k to 10k followers, and you basically help them in growing their personal brand by providing them everything they need for at least 3 months straight up. And you basically charge them against it, and you basically provide them video editing services. In that, audience research, you provide them content research, you provide them scripting, like you basically provide them everything to do with it, and you promise them a goal and then you charge for it, and you basically issue a refund if you're not able to achieve that goal for them. And it's as simple as that. And coming for the niche or the region, you could target financial advisors in US in a specific state. Like, this is a very simplified version of what I'm trying to say, is that you have a target here, you have a niche here, you have a particular goal you're going to achieve for your customers here, which will provide them value. You have a certain amount here. For example, you could charge them $1,000 per month as a retainer for 3 months to achieve a particular goal in 3 months. Like, it's that simple, but you need to have such a plan, because if you don't have such a plan, then you might get lost in business and you might even quit really fast, because you just don't know where the fuck you're going and what direction you're headed in, right? And what this actually does is that now you're not shooting in blind. You have a customer base, you have a niche, you have a region to target, you have almost everything defined. Now you just have to work, execute, action, and just earn a fuck ton of money. And number four is consistency is the most important thing in business. And I've learned this after a very long time, because for the longest time I thought business was easy. It's not easy at all. It's difficult, but it's simple. It's not complex, because business just requires repetition when you're starting out. The strategy, the gameplay, the connections, the like everything comes later on. When you're starting out and you just want to get to a certain revenue for starting out, for example, in India, if you're starting out, a very basic amount would be 1 lakh rupees per month in revenue. To get to that, you just need to have volume, even to get to like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs. But like to get to all those amounts, you just need to be quick and execute fast. And to execute fast, you need to be consistent, because for the longest time I was not consistent enough, and that's why I achieved the same target really late. For example, if you get 10 customers from 1,000 leads, then if you target to email 100 leads every single day for 10 days, you get to 1,000 leads and you get to the 10 customers really fast. But if you do the same thing by, I do 10 leads every single day, you'll get to the target of 10 customers through 1,000 leads in 10x the time, which is basically 100 days. And if you are even more inconsistent, lazy, or you procrastinate a lot, and you do emails here and there, or you outreach here and there, or you run paid ads here and there, and basically you acquire customers in a lazy way, or in a not or basically not a consistent way, the same task which could have been done in 10 days would require maybe an year now, just because you were incompetent, lazy, procrastinating, like just because of that. That's why I always tell myself again and again, and tell everyone, that consistency is the name of the game. If you're not consistent with any part of your business, you will fail eventually, and you will maybe fail immediately, because as soon as you're not consistent, the rewards you are reaping from your business won't still be there. And the last point is that if you're starting a business, stop thinking too much and just begin. Because being honest, I started as a real estate marketing agency. Like, a company started as a real estate marketing agency, and we turned into a short form content agency for a very small time, like 3 months. And then we turned into a podcasting agency for the longest time. Like, now we are just into that niche because we are finding success there. But what I'm trying to say is that when you start something, it's not going to be same throughout the years, throughout the time you're in it. You're going to evolve, sometimes maybe change the entire game. For example, real estate and podcasting, like post-production business in podcasting and real estate marketing agency, this is just not the same. We evolved over time. We saw markets change. We saw where the money is. We saw that Indian clients cannot pay as much as for international clients for obvious reasons. And we saw that where we could get convenience, and where we could actually give out good results as well to the clients, and just give them maximum value for their money. So what I'm trying to say is that you will evolve along the journey. So just start. If you're starting out very small and doing something very low ticket, do not worry. Just start out, make your first bucks, and just stay happy along the journey, and learn along the journey, and stay consistent specifically. Because if you do all of that, ultimately you'll evolve, you'll go into high ticket stuff, you'll earn more money, you'll have better clients, you'll have basically everything will evolve for the better if you just stay consistent and do your work. That's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.